quick ad. With Time Twist, you get exciting, bizarre, and significant historical events delivered to your phone every single day. Enjoying this episode? There's so much more in the app. You'll find the link in the show notes. Let's get started.
Ever notice how sometimes history it seems to pile up on a single day?
Yeah, it really does.
Today, we're taking a stack of sources, basically, a fascinating look at all the different events tied to July 9th, and we're going to dive deep. Our mission? To pull out the most important nuggets, the surprising facts, and give you that shortcut to understanding why this one date kind of punches above its weight historically.
It's like July 9th is this weird crossroads where, revolutions, big reinventions, intense rivalries,
Yeah.
and moments you just never expect all seem to converge.
Exactly.
So we're going to use this material to sort of journey through time on this day, see what makes it so packed.
Okay, let's jump right in. When you look at July 9th through these sources, you immediately hit these really foundational shifts, stuff that reshapes nations, even peace itself.
Absolutely. If we start with moments that fundamentally altered countries, July 9th, 1868 is just impossible to ignore.
Right, that's the ratification of the 14th Amendment in the U.S., and this wasn't just legal tidying up.
No, not at all.
The sources describe it as forged in the fire of the Civil War, promising citizenship, equal protection, due process.
Crucial concepts.
It really laid down new tracks for the nation's soul,
Yeah.
setting up debates we're still having.
It really did. It marked this profound expansion of federal power and protection for individual rights, a direct response to the war, and then leap forward over a century to July 9th, 2011.
The birth of South Sudan.
Yes.
The world literally got its youngest nation on this day, emerging from, years of brutal civil war.
Such a long struggle.
There was this feeling, you could almost touch it, of hope, a new beginning, even with the massive challenges right from the start.
Absolutely. And maybe one of the most unexpected shifts on July 9th happened just a few years back in 2018.
You mean Ethiopia and Eritrea making peace?
Exactly, after 20 years of conflict.
20 years. It's hard to fathom the images in the sources, leaders who were enemies suddenly embracing. It felt almost unreal to the world watching.
Precisely. An incredibly powerful moment of reconciliation, and it landed squarely on July 9th.
So just in those few examples, you see fundamental changes in rights within a nation.
The 14th Amendment.
The literal birth of a new nation.
South Sudan.
And old enemies finding peace between nations.
Ethiopia and Eritrea.
Yeah. It really makes you wonder about the density of these crucial nation-shaping moments aligning on one day, often born from struggle, too.
It's like July 9th has this, gravitational pull for these moments of profound restructuring.
Yeah. But it's not all just grand political stages, right? This date also hosts incredible drama in sports and courts.
Yeah.
Just intense human moments.
Right. Moving from, redefining countries to maybe redefining athletic limits, July 9th has seen icons shine and some pretty unexpected stuff erupt.
Like 2016 Serena Williams, tying Steffi Graf's record, 22nd Grand Slam win at Wimbledon.
Oh, yeah. That was just dominance.
Pure dominance. A masterclass, cementing her legend status right there.
And speaking of Wimbledon, July 9th actually marks its very first tournament, way back in 1877.
Wow, the very first.
Yeah, the sources paint this picture of a much humbler scene, 22 men, a lawn.
Just a lawn.
Basically, the very start of what became this global phenomenon.
So from 22 guys on grass to Serena's 22nd Grand Slam, all linked by July 9th.
It's quite the connection.
And speaking of breaking limits, 1922... Johnny Weissmuller.
Tarzan. Well, before Tarzan.
Right before Tarzan. He became the first man to swim 100 meters in under a minute, just slicing through the water.
Yeah.
Record-setting stuff.
Incredible athlete. But, July 9th also seems to have this knack for the bizarre, the unforgettable moments in sports.
Oh, I know where you're going. 2006 World Cup final.
Yep. Italy wins, but what does everyone remember?
The headbutt, Zidane.
Zidane's headbutt. It was so strange. Just so primal.
Totally.
The sources note it just instantly overshadowed the entire match outcome, burned itself into sports history. Was it rage, honor? Who even knows?
But it stuck. It absolutely stuck.
It's a perfect example of how on July 9th, the unpredictable can just hijack the whole narrative.
Right. And sometimes the consequences of those weird moments also land on this date.
Like Mike Tyson. Getting that huge fine. What was it, $3 million?
Yeah. $3 million on July 9th, 1997, a year after biting Evander Holyfield's ear.
The sources had a great line on that. Justice kind of biting back.
Good one.
So it seems July 9th isn't just about the wins and the clean starts in sports. It's also got these intensely human, often bizarre moments of drama and consequence.
Things that stick longer than the score sometimes.
Exactly. It's a day where the narrative doesn't always follow the script you'd expect.
Absolutely. And the unexpected connections just keep coming when you look at July 9th and art, identity, digital revolutions. Let's rewind to 1981.
1981, yeah. That single year, on this single day, July 9th, 1981, seems to be this nexus point, like cultural big bangs happening all at once.
Totally. You've got Andy Warhol unveiling his Campbell's soup cans.
In L.A., right.
Yeah, a gallery in Los Angeles. Imagine being there. Critics probably scratching their heads.
Awful.
But right there, pop art takes its first big public step, turning a soup can into iconic art.
It really did. And then, on the complete opposite end of the cultural spectrum, also July 9th, 1981, Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong, landing in arcades.
This wasn't just another game. It introduced Jumpman.
Who we'd soon know as Mario.
Exactly. Mario, the sources call it the pixelated Big Bang of modern gaming.
That's a great phrase.
And you could trace so much of the industry back to that moment. It was huge.
So, high art challenging norms and the birth of this massive digital entertainment empire. Same day.
Wild, isn't it?
But 1981 also saw a really critical social shift on July 9th, far away from galleries and arcades.
Yes, New Zealand. Decriminalizing homosexuality.
Mm.
And the sources rightly highlight this wasn't just like a legal tweak. It was framed as this profound declaration of dignity.
Yeah, of belonging.
Of belonging, exactly. A
Yeah.
vital step towards creating a society where, love didn't have to live in fear.
It's incredible, thinking that July 9th, 1981 held these three totally different yet equally significant moments of change.
Redefining art
Launching a digital universe.
and advancing human rights.
It just shows how cultural and societal evolution isn't like this neat straight line.
No.
It's happening in these bursts simultaneously all over the place, different aspects of life.
And sometimes, all on the same calendar day.
Speaking of unexpected phenomena, July 9th also brings us moments involving, like, nature, audacious science, and these really powerful appeals to humanity.
Right. Shifting our gaze outwards now, maybe upwards too. July 9th has seen celestial events and human actions with cosmic consequences.
Like in 2007, snow in Buenos Aires.
That's amazing.
For the first time since 1918, the sources describe locals just looking up completely enchanted, just this unexpected moment of natural wonder in a famously hot place.
What a contrast then to July 9th, 1962, Starfish Prime.
Oof. Yeah, that nuclear test conducted in space by the U.S.
An incredibly audacious act. It lit up the sky for thousands of miles, took out satellites.
Yeah.
The sources call it a cosmic fireworks show.
But with a dangerous edge, a very dangerous edge.
Definitely a potent reminder of humanity's capacity for both wonder and, recklessness.
Totally. And it makes the message delivered on July 9th, 1955, feel even more urgent, doesn't it?
That's Einstein and Bertrand Russell publishing their manifesto.
Right. A powerful plea for world leaders to avoid nuclear war.
Their core message, it's quoted in the sources, simple but just, profound. Remember your humanity.
Remember your humanity. Wow. Such a vital plea for reason. Delivered on a day that would later see humanity testing those limits in space.
The irony is thick there.
And stepping back even further, 1896, William Jennings Bryan.
Ah, the Cross of Gold speech.
Yeah. Fiery stuff. The sources call it performance art.
Ah, I see that.
He made economics dramatic, showed the sheer power of just words, of oratory to shape public discourse, move crowds, change the whole conversation.
So this single day gives us moments of beautiful, rare nature.
Snow in Buenos Aires.
Daring, dangerous science.
Starfish Prime.
Urgent calls for peace from brilliant minds.
Einstein and Russell.
And these powerful displays of human persuasion.
Bryan's speech. Yeah, it's like a microcosm of our species' potential and maybe our perils too.
Well put.
Finally, you can't really look at a day in history without acknowledging the individuals tied to it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Those born, those who passed away. July 9th is linked to some truly influential people.
Indeed. Across arts, science, public life, remarkable figures celebrate birthdays on this date.
Like David Hockney, who's painted the modern world with such vibrant color, even using like iPads and stuff.
Yeah, constantly evolving. And Tom Hanks.
Oh, Tom Hanks, the ultimate everyman.
Made us believe in everything from finding love to talking to a volleyball.
Yeah. Dean Koontz, too. Right, master of suspense.
Master suspense, whispers it right into your ear. And John Archibald Wheeler.
The physicist who actually named the black hole.
Gave it its name. That's quite a legacy.
And Oliver Sacks.
Oh, Oliver Sacks. What a gift he had.
He turned neurology into something like poetry, didn't he? Showing us the fascinating landscapes inside our own minds.
Beautifully said. And of course, we also note farewells on July 9th.
Right. Donald Rumsfeld passed on this date, a figure who, undeniably shaped U.S. defense policy during some really critical times.
Absolutely. A major figure. And Barbara Cartland.
The queen of romance novels. Wrote hundreds, didn't she?
Prolific is an understatement. Kept love stories flowing.
So it just highlights how the people connected to July 9th span such a wide range of human effort, leaving these indelible marks on art, science, literature, entertainment, politics. Their lives are part of this tapestry we've been looking at.
It's striking, isn't it? How the individuals born or who passed on this day are themselves contributors to the very cultural, scientific, political currents that July 9th seems to capture in so many other ways.
Wow, okay. So when you pull back and look at it all, July 9th is this single day just packed with everything.
It really is.
Foundational shifts defining nations and rights, forging unexpected peace treaties.
Iconic art being born. Digital empires launching.
Bizarre sports drama, cosmic tests, urgent calls for humanity.
Powerful speeches changing minds. And the lives of these incredibly influential people beginning and ending.
It really challenges that idea of history being this smooth, straight line, doesn't it?
Completely. July 9th shows us history can be incredibly compressed, intense, even chaotic sometimes.
Yeah.
With powerful, seemingly unrelated events just exploding onto the scene all at once.
It leaves you thinking, doesn't it? How can one single day possibly contain a constitutional amendment redefining citizenship?
The birth of a brand new country.
A sudden international peace treaty.
A bizarre sports moment that goes viral.
The birth of pop art and the dawn of video games.
It suggests that the unfolding of, human experience across every field, politics, culture, science, it isn't just marching forward neatly.
Right.
It's often happening in these dense, simultaneous bursts, weaving this incredibly complex, unpredictable tapestry, all landing on the same date on the calendar sometimes.
A lot to think about there. What does this July 9th density tell you about the chaotic, maybe beautiful mess we call history? Thanks for taking this deep dive with us.
If you liked it, feel free to leave a rating and subscribe to the podcast.